Lay down, lay down. Hello, my friends. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in internet land. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner, where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. Honey Bear wanted to say hi before she is banned to the bedroom upstairs. So Honey Bear, can you say hi? She's getting big, you guys. Look how big she's getting. So can you say hi really quick? She's like on one today. Look, oh, there's the baby. Look at that. How can Daddy be mad at that face? How can Daddy be mad at that face? It's because she's crazy. Okay, she is doubling in size. I feel like it too. Okay, Kenny, you can take her now. Okay, hang on. I gotcha. Daddy's gotcha. Look at her. She's massive. I gotta weigh her again. Okay, so hello, my friends. Woo. Oh, let's make some room here. What are you doing again? That was awesome. Hello. Woo! It's already warm in here. It was not even a hot day today. I don't understand. Here's all my notes for stuff I have to do later. So we're going to move those up to the side. Hello. So I was going to do the book, but I can't do the book because it's sold out. And I have to wait until it gets back in stock. So hi, Cece. Hi, Gail. Hi, Pam. Hello. Hi, Jeannie. She's adorable. Thank you. We're actually, Ken and I were on a conference call this afternoon. And I was like holding her and I'm like, look, we got a new puppy. They're like, she doesn't look real. And I'm like, I know. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Gloria. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Elba. Hi, Jill. Hello. So, I've decided what we're going to do. Honestly, we are like a minute and a half late because I couldn't figure out what I was going to do. I finally just said, okay, we're doing this. I actually kind of cleaned up in here a little this afternoon. And so I thought whatever. Okay. It's crazy. So I was going to use some of this, but now I don't think I'm going to. I don't know. Everything is just kind of crazy today. So what? Oh, so I'm all better now. Hi, Kim. I'm all better. Tuesday, you guys. So Monday, I was starting to feel sick. Tuesday, I woke up and I had the worst sore throat I've ever had in my life. It was so bad. This is so gross. I'm going to tell you because I tell you guys everything. This is so gross. First of all, my throat was so swollen. It was touching itself. Either side was touching itself. I could tell. I was honestly thinking, I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm saying this to be serious. I was thinking they were going to have to put a tube down my throat because I was worried it was going to swell so much. It was going to be completely blocked. I was so afraid. And I was by myself. And I couldn't swallow. Like I all day at 5 o'clock that night, I had only drank this much Diet Coke because every sip I took hurt and I would go, and I go like that every sip I took. It was awful. It was like horrible. And this is the gross part. You know how you get extra saliva and you just swallow it, right? When you talk or whatever, whenever you do anything. Like I couldn't even like suck on a cough drop because I have to swallow, right? The saliva. This is so gross. I had a towel, a washcloth that I would like spit into. Thankfully, Ken wasn't home. Spit into so I wouldn't have to swallow my own saliva because it hurt so much. So thankfully, God answers prayers. I was able to get an online doc appointment like at 8:30 in the morning. They sent a prescription to CVS. CVS delivers for $9.95 because I couldn't get out of bed. Delivered it to my house by 10 a.m. that morning. I had antibiotics. Didn't eat for hours after that. But needless to say, I feel 1,000 times better. Cece, I would almost think it was an allergic reaction to something also, but our granddaughter had it like 2 weeks ago. Our daughter had it. My daughter was like, don't worry, it's going to last 2 days. You're going to be fine. And I'm like, no, I'm dying. And she had texted me earlier when she had it. She said, I'm dying. That's how I felt. It was awful. So, finally, I feel like totally 100% fine. I had to go run errands today. Had to go to the doctor to get a blood test. That was another story. Totally unrelated to my other doctor appointment. I had to go get fingerprinted for church. I was everywhere today. Everywhere. But I am feeling fantastic. Debbie Ann says, definitely strep throat. That's what I told the doctor on the phone. I said, this is strep throat. And he goes, well, do you see white spots on the back of your throat? I said, I can't even open my mouth big enough to even look to see if I have white specks in the back of my neck, my throat. I'm like, and then I just need a Z-Pack. And he's like, no, we'll give you amoxicillin. And I'm like, well, usually they give me a Z-Pack. He said, no, amoxicillin. So finally I said, okay, fine. I'll take amoxicillin. I just don't like amoxicillin because you have to take it for 10 days, twice a day. You think I remember these things? I never do. So hi, Quilty. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Kathy. Yes, Kathy says I need to finish the med so I kill the germs. Kathy, you are right. But Stephanie in her brain today already thought, well, I'm already feeling better, so I'm going to stop because then I'll have 7 days left and then I can use it next time I get sick. And I know that's like the worst way to do it. You have to finish the medications so you kill everything. So I will. I'll be a good girl. Antoinette says, why did you have to get your fingerprinted at church? Because I am in charge now, which sounds so funny because it's not really true. I am doing crafts now once a month. We're going to start out slow. Once a month for our children's church. And when I say crafts, I say that very loosely because I get them for 10 to 12 minutes. Let's think about that. 12 to 10 minutes. By the time the children come in my little classroom and listen to my instructions, now I have 8 minutes left. And they have to clean up. So that's 2 minutes. So I have about 6 minutes. So, but yes, I needed to go. I was fingerprinted years and years and years ago for church. What are you going to say? Are you going to say something? Oh, you brought the mic close to you. So I thought you were going to say something. So yeah, church. Yes, Raggedy Ann, Missy, my love. Absolutely. I want to do the book. I actually wanted to do the book tonight, but I can't because it's sold out. Marianne says, doctor is right. Amoxicillin is a drug of choice. I will finish it, my love. Thank you. I will. Woo! Jill B got her card kit yesterday and her Halloween kit today. Oh, Kathy says she's prone to strep throat. Me too. I used to get tonsillitis every year at Christmas time because I was allergic to the Christmas tree. As soon as my parents switched to an artificial tree, never got sick again at Christmas time. It was crazy. Sherry says, wow, Stephanie, hanging out with little people sounds like fun. Yes, it will be very exciting. I'm excited because I did VBS and I had so much fun. And then one of the pastors came up to me at VBS and because I was helping in the crafts. And he's like, well, we've been thinking about having someone do crafts. And then I realized, why wouldn't we ask you? And I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you ask me? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm honored that they would even consider me to do this. So I've got to step it up. But the thing is, you only have a couple minutes. So we'll see.
Better make them count.
I got to make them count. Yes. Yes. So I'm working on getting, it's like a lot of things. So anyway, so we are going to make a card. Now, who made this one? Yvette made this one. And this is like a work of art. This is not even a card. This is a work of art. Well, it is a card, but so this is using the 3D, the accordion number 2. So see how it pops. Oh, it's hard to see on black because I'm wearing black, but see how it pops open a little bit. She has the card on front and then she has the little background, but look how cute it is. Beautiful. I just like want to smile every time I see this. She used the varsity 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch letters to make that beautiful, which I think is just fantastic. So we are going to make this. I have don't even know what it's going to look like. Hi, Linda. I don't even know what it's going to, Yvette's here. So now she saw her pretty card. Don't even know what it's going to look like. I'm going to talk through this die quite a bit with you because there was a lot of design choices that I had to make that might not be normal compared to what I usually do. So let's look at this. And when we look at this, I did a couple different, look how crooked that sucker is. Let's see. How about, Ken always gets all anxious when this is like, so you do see that little mess up with the line, but oh well. There we go. How's that? How about this? Is that better? No? You want it right there? There? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here we go. What we have is we have the shadow die. This is the one that says on the back, place fold here. Then we have the inside die that would go right there, right? But I went a step further and did a third die because if you wanted to do a shaker card, then you could do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a shaker card because we can. And so when you make a shaker card, we're going to make it the old-fashioned way. When you make a shaker card, you need 2 dies to make the frame, right? So we need to decide, do we want the frame to be like this, or do we want the frame to be like this? And this one's going to be a wider frame, so we definitely want this one. What we're going to do, we're going to flip this over, and we are going to use our Better Than Washi tape. I hope you guys have gotten yours and have started using it, because I'm telling you guys, it's a game changer. And so what we're going to do is we are going to tape these dies together. And we're going to grab this, and I want to make sure it is has that an equal amount of all the way around it, of die all the way around it. So you know what? I'll be honest with you. I have not made a shaker with this one yet. I designed it so it could make a shaker, but I have not done one yet, which is so sad, because it's like so exciting to design them, and sometimes I don't get to play with them right away, which is a little on the sad side, because that's half the fun, right? So we're adding tape, and I'm going to add a little bit more here, because I want to make sure this does not move when I do this. So we're going to just add that right there. So there we go. So what this is going to create is it's going to create my window frame and also the foam frame, which is very important that you have both. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab, is there anything I can help you with, baby? Oh my goodness, look at this. My husband loves me. He got these out for me for the shaker. Thank you, baby. So what we're doing is we're getting out adhesive foam. There's adhesive foam. I always like to use this. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, yes, it will. Look at that. Look at that. What? Okay, right there. Right there. That will be perfect. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to kind of tape that on there. And then we're going to run this through. Now, I will be honest with you guys. I don't think I've ran foam through my machine. That is also named the, what's it called? Diamond Marquee, is that what it's called? I think so. My purple machine is purple. Yeah, it's Diamond Press and it's purple. Who cares what the name is? So we're going to see if this works. And hopefully hopefully we don't break it, because this is like limited edition. You cannot buy this one and all that good stuff. But oh gosh, easy peasy. Oh, are you kidding me? That went through like butter. What? Okay, let's check to make sure it actually cut. Dude, are you kidding? This machine's a freaking rock star. Sorry, I shouldn't say freaking. Okay, so let's look at this. So what we have here is we're going to take these pieces off. Now, all of these extra pieces that we're not going to use for our card, all of these extra pieces we are going to use for foam squares another time, right? Foam squares do not need to be do not need to be squares. They can be any shape, because no one's going to see them. So these will go in my pocket. That is all my extra foam pieces. So I can just cut it into pieces. And then look at this. So all the extra pieces, I'm going to pop this out. I need to keep my dies still taped together. And that piece just came apart. It's kind of like important that it all stays together right now. So stay together. Stay together. Don't you move. Don't you move. Pop it out. Don't move. Don't. It's got a lot of extra little pieces here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh gosh. I just finished Downton Abbey, you guys. I was talking about that on Monday. I just finished it. I'm sad. I love to binge watch. Oh, it's totally easier to do it that way, you guys. Do it that way. So that one moved a little bit, but it's okay. We'll fix it. And oh, actually I can see the little indent. I know you can't see it at home, but I can see the little indent where it was on the Better Than Washi. So now we're good. There we go. So now we have our frame. Let's look at this. We're going to pop this all out. Again, the inside pieces to this are perfect for foam squares later, or, pop-up squares later. Foam, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to pop all this out. Be gentle with the frame, because it is a little, look at that. Awesome. Okay. Now, we're going to find, and I'm going to be using, let's get some black. Oh, shut up. Oh gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? So what we're going to do is first we're going to add adhesive sheets to the back of this. And we get this question a lot. How do you use your adhesive sheets? Well, I am going to show you how you use adhesive sheets. So this, Ken, right now is like one of those times where I said, you could cut and paste.
Cut and paste?
Yes. So I'm going to show you how to use adhesive sheets. You know what I mean? For the videos.
Gotcha.
Okay, basically. Okay. I'm going to show you how to use adhesive sheets. So here's an adhesive sheet that they come in 2 sizes, 6 by 6, and also roughly a half what is this? 8.5 by 4.25, 5.5 by 8.5 roughly. So it's like half a sheet. But we're going to use 6 by 6 because the specialty glitter I'm going to put it on is right there. So what I'm going to do, it says peel here slowly. Now, I know a lot of you don't like to read, but it does have the instructions right here. That's okay. A lot of us don't like to read. We're going to peel this up, peel it up. Now, there's this little lip of extra wax paper right here that's what I'm holding. All of this is sticky. Do not touch that. We're going to flip this over and we are going to lay it on the back, not the pretty side, the back of our item, our paper, our pattern paper, our cardstock, whatever. Press. Guess what, my friends? This entire thing is now a sticker when I die cut it. I am going to get, and again, instructions right there. I am going to get the exact same die I just die cut out of the foam. Here it is, right? Just the exact same die. And I'm going to die cut this. Now, I will be honest with you guys. This stuff is thick. I, just for kicks, will run this through twice. Now, do I have to run it through twice? Probably not, because I didn't have to run that through twice. But this stuff is thick. So it doesn't hurt to run it through twice, right? So we're going to run it through. And Shane even told me, the owner of Diamond Press, he's like, you don't have to run it through twice. I go, I know, but you know what? It makes me feel good. So I'm running it through once, just like that. I'm going to hold it. And then I'm going to just go again. And I didn't even have to take it out, but I chose to. Oh, let's go again this way. And then you didn't even have to do that, but I did. Okay, so now we're going to run it through again. Just to make, and look, you cannot even hear it doing anything. So now it moved at the last second. That's scary. So now let's come back over here and let's see what we have. Whoa, whoa. Oh, look at that. Look, are you kidding? This is the chunky glitter one, you guys. This stuff's thick. Look at this. Is this just amazing or what? And look how intricate it has to get. Look at that boot. That is intricate, okay? So now we have the most gorgeous frame of glitter on here. And so remember, this is going to eventually go on top of this. So now we have our foam frame and we have our picture frame, like our cardstock frame, right? Those are the two main things we need. So I want to put them, okay, I'll put them there. Wait, first we did this one because sometimes people get confused. But once you kind of figure out the recipe, you're good. Then what we're going to do, well, first of all, this is going to go in our kangaroo pocket, right? And I don't even have a kangaroo pocket yet for this. Look at that. Those are the best scraps you ever saw in your life, right? Those are not even scraps. In my kangaroo pocket for safety, because most definitely, although I think I'm out of magnets again, most definitely we want to save those babies. Now what we're going to do is we need to make the clear window, right? The clear acetate. And so the clear acetate needs to go over the whole enchilada, right? So we can now take off these pieces. You just got to make sure you do both of these before you take this off. What is the thing you're putting your die in, please? Karen Louise, this is our a die cut machine. So I took the, this is the folder that you put it into. So I really like the Diamond Marquee or any of the Diamond Press machines because it's a folder system. In all honesty, you just throw your die and your cardstock in there and run it through. You don't have to say, do I need the A plate or the B plate or the C plate, or do I need A and B or A and C? It's just run it through. So it's like so much easier. I think that was your question. If I didn't get it right, let me tell me and I'll fix it. Your answer. Okay, so now I'm moving those off to the side. Don't need them taped anymore, but whatever. I'm going to cut out my shadow die. Now, my shadow die is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to be my full base, right? Number two, it is going, Pamela says, I hate when I make the decision not to get an item and change my mind when Stephanie demonstrates it. Pamela, I know. It's kind of true. You know what, though? I'll be honest. We're creative people. And when we don't see something visually, it usually, like, at least me, it goes right over my head if I don't see it visually. If I see it visually, then I'm madly, deeply in love, right? You could say concepts to me and they mean nothing, but if I see something visually, I'm like all over it. That's kind of how it is. Audrey says, didn't even know it exists. What? You didn't know what was exists? Karen Louise says, the folder, you can buy them separately in the UK. Yes, you can. Kangaroo pockets look so much bigger on Stephanie's counter. Do they? Well, there's 2 sizes now, Sherry. Don't forget, 2 sizes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the largest die and we are going to do a couple things. Number one is we are going to get licorice black cardstock. And we're going to do a couple things with this. Number one is we're going to make our card base. But before we even, well, okay, let's make our card base. How do you make a fold it? Ready, set. You fold your cardstock in half. Oh, don't even measure it. Don't even worry about it. Boom. Now, on the back of the die, it says place fold here. If you're brand new to watching us, please type in the comments that you're new because we love to see new people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this die and I am going to, on the back of this, it says place fold here. You'll be able to see it in person. So the fold is right here. I know it's hard to see because I'm black on black here. The fold is right here. And I'm taking this and I'm going to put that right above the fold. So I have space in between these, okay? I have space in between that. And I'll hold it up so you can see it better. I'm reusing my Better Than Washi tape because you can reuse it over and over again. And look at this. So now you can kind of see, can you see how there's space in between the die and you can see my hand in between, right? So we're going to run this through. Now on my die cut machine, my friends, I like to use a smaller cutting pad if I don't need the bigger one because it's less rotations on the machine. So I'm just running this through. This is 2 sheets of cardstock, right? 2 sheets of cardstock. And now I'm pulling this, a folded piece of cardstock. I'm bringing this over. Let's stay on, there we go. I'm bringing this over and pulling that up. See, the Better Than Washi tape, even though you put all that pressure on it, it does not stick to your cardstock. It doesn't give you that, like, the little extra fuzz, you know what I mean, with washi tape. So it's really nice. Okay, so there we go. Now check this out, you guys. Oh, gosh. Okay, now check this out. Ready? Ta-da! We have our card. But remember, we made this a little bit smaller, so I'm going to make another one to be the base. I know that kind of sounds silly, but sometimes when you get a straight edge up here, it looks funny. Like here on this pumpkin, this is our older pumpkin, but if I had a straight edge up here, it wouldn't look good. So we added an orange piece of cardstock to the white card base, so you would get that fun edge. Now on this one, it doesn't make as much sense, but we're still going to do it. Just because, and you know what? I'm going to go a little rogue and go a different color so you can start seeing what I'm doing here. So now I'm just going to run it through normal, okay? I'm just going to, Karen Louise is brand new. Welcome, my love. I'm so excited you found us. Now, another thing, remember, when we start to bow a little, see how it's starting to get a little bit of a curve here? See that little curve? You want to cut into the bowl. So this looks like a bowl, right? Kind of looks like a bowl. I'm going to cut into that just like that to release some of the pressure on the machine, on the cutting pad. So we're going to run this through. And then what we're going to get is we're going to get that base. So this is going to be the base. And here we go. Look at this. So now I have the correct size. This is going to go right on top of here. Now, before we go any further, well, okay, let's stop there. Let's do this. Okay. So there we have that, right? Now, let's go ahead and work on this because this is like our main spot. Now we're going to build our shaker card. Remember, we're going to do, we are going to build our shaker card. So here we go. What's the folder called? It is, it comes with the machine. They are, what are they called? Die cut folders? I don't know. They come with the machine and you can buy extra. Like I know they sell them on HSN or on the Diamond Press website. So here we go. Here is the background. And what we're going to do is we are going to, and you know what we're going to do also is we are going to find Stephanie's, I almost said powdered sugar. Why did I almost say powdered sugar? Powder. And seriously, it better be like right here because that's where it always, there it is. There it is. Oh, just spilled. Okay. So we're going to use our baby powder. But before we do anything, we're going to take this and I am actually going to trim off a little bit on the top because we don't really need all this extra foam here. So I'm just going to trim off a little so I don't have to worry about where I'm lining this up. Now, how I'm going to line this up is I'm going to peel some of this off the top. Because remember, this is sticky. This is all sticky foam. All sticky foam. And whoa, Nellie, where are you going? There we go. And so I'm just pulling off a little bit because I really want good placement here. So I'm going to lay this down. And remember, it's the exact same size except for the top because I trimmed some off. So we're going to lay that down right there. So I lined up there and I lined up right there. Awesome. Now I'm going to lift this up and I'm gently going to pull some more of the stuff off. And I'm just going to spend an extra second, you guys, just an extra second to make sure that really lines up, because this is kind of like one of the little intricate parts that you really do want to pay attention to. Usually I don't pay very much attention to anything, but in this situation, I do want to. So I'm going to peel off more of this.
Did you cut your acetate yet? That's one question.
Not yet. I did
step.
not cut it and I did not put it down yet. Good question. Thank you for asking, whoever asked that. So I'm just peeling this around, getting that out. We're going to do our window, our clear acetate window in just a second. I'm just spending an extra second to make sure this foam goes to the right place, right? There we go. And see how much easier, how much control I have when I do it a little bit at a time. There we go. Look at that. Boom, there it is. Now, rule number 1, you are going to get baby powder now, do you have to do this? No, I know there's other ways to do this, but Stephanie likes to get a little bit of baby powder, one, because it smells good. And remember, on the edges here, it's a little sticky because that's adhesive foam, right? So I'm just going to add a little bit of baby powder in there to make it not sticky, because I really don't want my sequins or my beads or anything like that to stick to the edges. And this is just going to give it a little chance. Now, yes, I know there's companies out there that will sell you like a little pouncer tool or something like that. That's really awesome. But you know what, you guys, save your money and just buy a 59-cent bottle of baby powder. I'm cheap. I would never spend money, $8 for something like that. There we go. And you can use an old paintbrush if you wanted to. Now I'm just going to tap, 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 get all the extra off. There we go. You can kind of wipe it down a little bit if it bothers you. I think that looks great. Now, and it smells so good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get our window. Now, I'm doing a different die. Look at this, you guys. Check this out. I'm doing a different die. I used the very inside die and the very outside die for these pieces, right? This time I'm going to use the middle die to go right there because I want my window to not go all the way to the edge, just to give it a cleaner look. Now, do you have to do it that way? No, but we're going to do that. So we just need our window to go all the way here. And hang on, let me think for 5 seconds because I want to make sure I am correct in saying this. Yes, that should be okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to die cut this out of acetate. Now, when you die cut acetate, here is a trick. Because some die cut machines are hesitant. This sounds so funny, but they are hesitant to die cut acetate. Why is that? I have no idea. Has to do with the material it is. So normally you could just run this through, like if this was glitter paper or something like that, you could run this through. But let me just tell you, my loves, what I like to do is so normally I would just lay this down and die cut it, right? I like to get a piece of cardstock. I'm going to use the trash from my adhesive sheet that I just used. I'm going to use that just to put it on the back because I want that die to go all the way through. So I'm just laying that down. So it's just on the very bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to run this through the machine. So what it's doing is it's just giving it a little extra, I don't know. It's a physics thing. That's what I always say when I don't understand. And then what we have over here is we're lifting this up. And I know that if this is die cut, then my acetate's going to be die cut, right? So where is it? Where is it? There it is. And sometimes you do have to kind of pop it out because it does. Come on. You know you can do this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we want to do it twice. There. Sometimes you have to like crack it. And let's see. This one's a tough cookie. Okay, we're going to do it again, guys. That's weird because it die cut this perfect.
It seems so thin, but
I know it does, huh? Okay, so that's actually never happened before. So we're going to use something else on the back. Well, that's not big enough. Oh gosh, that better not be my only. Okay, here's some. So whoa.
The
Let's
die
try
cut
to see.
machine is Grand Marquis. Is that right?
Grand Marquis. Thank you. Love this machine, by the way. You can get it on HSN. But it might be sold out for a little while because it sold really, really well. So there, and then we are going to actually get cardstock because we don't want to mess around. So I'm going to just get a scrap. We're going to lay this down. And now we're going to run this through. Did I do it right? Yeah. Okay. And just for kicks, I'll do it twice just to make sure. So we're going to run this through. Lots of cracking. That's normal. That's just the blade going through that acetate. I don't even feel like it cracked last time. Did you remember hearing it crack before, Kenny?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing it crack. Yvonne says she uses computer paper. Absolutely. Karen, they're going to put the links in there. They're going to put the links in there for you in the chat. She's asking for the links, Ken. So here we go. Here's one. Oh, here's one. Here's one. There, can you see it? There it is. There's one. And so, yeah, cardstock is 1,000 times better. So don't use the trash over here. Don't use that. Use cardstock. Now, again, you guys, I have, okay, first of all, look at this. I've already made half a card over here. Look at this, because I'm saving my scraps. Look at this, you guys. That's half a card right there, right? That's the boot with, so cute. So that's cool, right?
Go
Put
get
that
on
in my
like a
kangaroo pocket.
scrapbook page or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So now we are going to find out where we're at. So now we have our windows. Let's move all this over. Linda says, is it better than the MIDI? I happen to really, really like it. I do have the MIDI, but I'm unable to get cutting pads for the MIDI anymore. So I switched over to the Diamond Marquis. Now, there it goes. That window's gonna go right on there. Now, this little extra piece is a little big, so I can trim that down. I don't want to trim it down all the way. I'm just gonna trim it down. Now is when I get to add the goodies. And I have the cute little jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm gonna add, and little bats. And little sequins. I forgot that. I made this one a long time ago, so I don't remember. Okay, so we're gonna add some in there. A little bit. Oh, wait, this bat's like double piece. That's like a whole bunch. Oh, look, it's like 1,000 in one. Okay, move that over there. Okay, there we go. Look at how cute. Okay, so bats in little, let's move some over here. We have this on our website. Don't worry. Okay, so now, thanks for getting this, Kenny. That was so nice of you to get this. Otherwise, I'd be saying, I need this. Okay, let's add, whoa, Nelly. Okay, there, let's add, you can never have too many. And let's okay, there we go. That, over here. Stop, Stephanie, stop. Okay. Let's see. Let's put some back. Okay. You got to kind of try to make, because it's 2 technically, right? It's 2. There we go. That looks good. Now, shake, shake, shake. Oh, there's a little big bead in there. Take that big bead out. Sometimes, there's another bead. I'm taking the beads out. If you do double layers of the foam, you can use the beads, but it's better not to use the beads if you only have 1 layer of foam. There we go. Double check in. Okay. I think we're good. So now we have, and I'm giving it a little shake to make sure everything's layered correctly, right? Now, I have my acetate window. What I'm going to do now is I'm, again, going to just work at one side and then the other because I don't want any issues, right? So I'm going to peel this up just halfway, and I'm going to lay this down. Now, remember, this doesn't go all the way to the edge because I use the other die. So it's going to go right in the middle of the foam. Right there. Take your time. That's why I'm doing a little bit at a time. You can always peel it up a little bit if you need to. Take your time. Do not rush this. And hang on. Stephanie's kind of messing it up already. Oh, look, you can peel it up if you need to. Actually, I think I'm going to start with the bottom. Oh, thank you for turning the fan on. That feels good. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom because that little swirl there is kind of complicated. So let's start at the bottom of the boot. This would also make a cute leprechaun boot, you guys. I gave you some little shamrocks in this die set also. Okay, so there we go. Much better. And now I'm just peeling this one up a little bit at a time, just on this one side. So I make sure I make contact with it, right? My window has to touch the adhesive on the foam. I know this might look complicated, you guys. It really, really isn't. It's just a little time consuming. There we go. Now we're pressing. Press, press, press. Get that window stuck down. Press, press, press. You don't want that window to pop up because what's going to happen? you're going to have a vacuuming issue, right? You're going to have to vacuum all that up. So you really want to press. Now, I know there's another way you can do this. I know. Whoops, hang on. I know. There's another way you could do this. A shaker card. You can cut into strips your adhesive foam and bend it around those edges. I couldn't do that. I'll be honest. I don't have the skill to do that. That's why I die cut the foam and throw it on. Okay. Yes, there's other ways you can do it. But my friends, lining it up perfectly, you're going to have gaps, especially on something this intricate. Okay, so let's go back. So now I have the one window on. Now I'm going to, let's peel up the bottom on this one. We're going to peel up the bottom on this one. And now we're going to find the other one. And we're going to, again, start with the bottom. I noticed that doing the bottom really made, oh, get that little guy out of there. Hey, don't, no, you're not allowed to go over there. That's not your backyard. You stay in your own backyard. Get over there. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, again, we're going to lay this down right in the center of that foam. There we go. Perfect. And now we're just going to release the little extra tape. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. We can almost go fast at this point because it's pretty on there. And we're just going to take our extra time. Look at that. Oh, look at that sequin trying to escape. Get back in there. Oh, okay, it's coming out. You do not get to play. Then we're going around, and you know what? I feel like I have a little extra over here to pull off. Let's get it off. Because remember, what do we need for success? We need it to be sticky, right? So press it down. Make sure it is getting it's touching all of that window. The foam is touching the window. The window is touching the foam all the way around. Now, do a little test. Well, that guy got out. Do a little test. Whoa! So easy. Now, what we're going to do next, put your lid on. Put your lid on, unless you're like me and you will forget and spill it everywhere. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our luscious glitter. Our luscious glitter. Hi, Jeffrey. Luscious glitter. And we are going to, let's start at the bottom again, because you know what? That's the most intricate side. And we are going to peel this up. Now, remember, this is the whole enchilada also. And so this is going to take up the whole bottom of the whole card, right? It doesn't go in the middle or anything like that. I'm peeling off only the bottom, leaving the top. Let's be safe. And we are going to cover all of that. Take your time. Let's do one at a time here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go over that. And you can manipulate this a little bit. Now we're covering all of that foam. Now see right here how it's kind of like poofing out. We're going to push that back in a little bit. There we go. So we cover that foam. We're going to go around, push that in there. So you can manipulate this a little if you go slow like this. And then we want that to kind of stretch. There we go. Look at this, you guys. Seriously. And now we're going to come over here and do the same thing. See how it kind of got a little messed up? We're going to just lift that up gently. Not the window. Don't lift up that window. And now we're going to go around this just like that. Come on, baby. Come on, around this a little better than that. Oh, gosh. There we go. Around, and around. And we're going to go up here. Oh, this one's stuck a little bit better than it should have. Peel that up a little. Okay. Now we're going to go like this. We're going to lay that down. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Okay, now let's get all of this enchilada out here. You can always tell when Stephanie hasn't eaten. She talks about food a lot. And we're going to peel this up. Oh, this didn't get taken out yet. There we go. I think there's a fly in here, Kenny. There is a fly in here. Ugh, the horror. Okay, we're going to peel this up. And we got a little bit more right here. Cover that up. Got a little crooked right there at the last second. There we go. Okay, look at that, you guys. Look at that. Look at that shaker. Now, keep in mind, my friends, the trick to this is when there are dies that can make a frame. 90% of our dies have a shadow die, right? That could technically be your frame. But look how tight look how thin that frame would be. Look at that. Those two die blades are really close together. That is why I used the other dies, which are here. And let me show you the difference. So see how thin that foam would be in between there? But what if I took this one out like I did and I used this die instead? And now my frame is much wider all the way around. So that was really the trick. You want that extra little edge. That's why I gave you 3 dies, because I knew I was going to want to make this into a shaker. So now to finish this baby off, we're going to lay this down and we're going to adhere that. And let's just get, oh, you know what? Let's use some tear tape because that is the most aggressive. And when I say aggressive, that means it's going to stick. You don't want this baby falling off. So I'm just going to peel off 1 or 2 good pieces. Oh, there we go. There we go. A little bit over here. And we're going to peel that off. Dun, dun, dun. You know what? My clock is like way, oh, there. Okay. I have my phone here. And, oh, a fly. And what we're going to do is in a couple minutes, we're going to do a chat contest for a chance to win $10 to our website. And there we go. And now watch this. I'm going to lay this down. Now, there's something else I want to talk to you. There's something else I want to talk to you about, though. So we're going to lay this down just like that, right on top. Now, look at what we have. And let me put another piece here. Look at what we have. First of all, look how cute that is. We're going to, oh, get out of there. That's an extra. There we go. We're going to open this up. Now, unless I have a white gel pen, which no problem, you can use a white gel pen, but writing a message in white gel pen doesn't always do well. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at our dies and we're going to look at these and we're going to say, you know what? This is probably the best die to use. And I am going to get, now I could really use any color. Normally, I know most people would probably pull white out. I'm not a fan of white. I feel like it's too bright. So I am going to use cloud. This is light gray. And I am going to run this through. Now, this is actually going to go on, and I'm using scrap paper. This is actually going to go on the inside of my card. So I'm actually, crazy enough, decorating the inside of my card. So first, I'm going to trim these little chads off because I don't want the sockies on there. And I could add other socks to the front, you guys. But you know what? In all honesty, I love it just like that. So I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to trim off these little chads right there and right there. And then now I have the ability to add some cardstock in there that I can write on, right? Because you kind of want to leave a message, right? So I'm going to lay this one right here. And look at that. Of course, it layers perfectly all the way around. And we're going to add one here. There we go. All the way around. There we go. Now I can write my little message, right? I can have it say anything you want, right? Look at that. Open that up. So cute. Now, of course, on the back, what do we need? We need our personalized stamp. And again, situation, right? We could add again our boots to add our personalization. But you know what? I'm just going to grab a little decal edge square and I'm just going to add it to the back right there. So let's find a stamp that's personalized that's going to fit in there. And I think I found one right here. That's not very exciting, but it'll work. So we're just going to go ahead and die cut this really quick. Oh my goodness, the fly is like on my desk. How awful. And we're going to lay this down. We're going to run this through. Again, I have a little bit of a curve right here, so I'm going to just die cut right there. Now, I'm going to grab some Better Than Washi because I don't want that moving. And now we're going to die cut that really quick. So this is just a decal edge square. That's all it is. And now what we have is a cute decal edge square. Again, does not pull fibers off my cardstock or anything like that. I usually actually keep these extra pieces on my machine so I can use them later. And really quick, where'd that die go? Because I want to put it back and I lost it already. So we'll find it later. And now I'm going to die cut. And when I I'm going to stamp. And when I stamp, I usually use licorice, but I've been in here working, and so I think licorice has disappeared on me. So we will use midnight. Midnight. And we're going to ink it up. Usually I have tons. Oh, I got some ink on me earlier. Was working on some stuff. So we're going to ink this baby up. And we're going to stamp it right there. Hugs Stephanie. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, we sell personalized stamps on our website. They can say anything as long as it is not a bad word. And so now we are going to adhere this to the back of our boots. Just like that. Hug Stephanie. So now I have a place to write, right? I have a place to write there. I have my cute little shaker with my chunky glitter. I have the back, Hug Stephanie, but we need a little more, don't we? We need something on the front.
Like some purple or some green or something Halloween.
Purple or green?
Yeah.
Throwing me for a loop here, babe.
Like a banner that says
purple or green.
Or...
See, then Stephanie says, okay, you want purple? Boom, there's a flower.
Wow.
I don't think you meant that.
This is Halloween.
I know. Ooh, look, a purple bow. We could do a purple bow. That doesn't really do it. Okay, that fly just landed on my arm. That creeps me out so much beyond measure.
Smash it.
Ooh, look, there's orange bow. Look at all the fun bows I have. So let's look. I had, what's that? Ooh, orange ribbon. I love when it matches, you guys. I'm telling you. A Merlot bow. I know. Where's all my Merlot stuff? Hang on. Let me find my Merlot stuff. Okay, there's my Merlot felt. Where's all my...
Tell us, you guys, what you want in the chat for Stephanie to add. It might not happen, but let us know what you think she should add.
I found some Merlot seam binding.
I'm saying something purple or green. So
I got purple right
pumpkin.
there. Check that out.
Merlot bow. That's good.
Okay, throw that back over here so they can see. So I'm going to add... Hang on. I think I'm going to add it right here. I always like to add it like in a word spot. So there we go. Might do just one. Okay, so we're going to tie this. But yeah, I did have pumpkins. Where'd my pumpkins go? Oh, here they are. Oh, sunflowers actually would have been kind of cute. I have these random extra embellishments. Where did these come from? I don't even know. But look, that little pumpkin would be cute on it. Maybe we'll use that. Okay, so let's finish this. So we're going to tie this. Now, how do you tie a bow? Ding, ding, ding. Watch this. So we're going to lay this down. We're going to tie the first part normal, just like that. And then we're going to make a loop like normal. And when we tie the bow part, we're going to go behind the bunny ear, behind the bunny ear. We're going to fold it. Watch this thumb. We're going to fold it, kind of like bend it, right? Grab it, pinch it, and pull. Now you play with the arms and the legs. Hold down the tummy, pull a leg, hold down the tummy, pull a leg. Now play with the arms. There we go. Now hold the tummy, pull on a leg, hold the tummy, pull on the leg, and then pull again. There we go. A little bit more. Sometimes I play with it a lot, but boom, there we go. Now we're going to trim this, and I never have good scissors for this. Let's trim it this way. There's one. There's two. Look how cute that is. Now, do I want to, oh, shush. Look how freaking cute that is. Now, do I want to add a pumpkin? Let me look. Where'd my pumpkins go? Oh, here they are. I still want something else. Hang on. But wait, there's more. Let's go through our diamonds. Do we have any orange? Can you believe I just said, do we have any orange? Do we have any orange? Oh, I forgot to talk to you about this. Hang on, this reminded me. So when I designed this die, you guys, there's so many more pieces I didn't even show you. When I designed this die, look at this. I gave you a little spider web because why not, right? And it's like, could go like that between, oh, we're doing that. We're so doing that right now. Hang on. Then I gave you little buckles for like the witch boot, right? You could put little buckles on there. But I also made one larger. So if you wanted to make it like a leprechaun boot. And I also gave you little shamrocks if you wanted to make it a leprechaun boot, okay? Then, oh, this little extra piece here is if you wanted, oh, because there's a spider. Hang on. there's a spider that could hang, like you could have him hanging, the little spider hanging if you wanted to. Then I also gave you these random things. These are for the shoelaces. If you wanted to actually lace some twine in there. Now, I didn't do that because I'm not that crazy. I am crazy, but not that crazy. So what we're going to do is, yes, I think we need to die cut some. I wonder if this, okay, look at how freakishly, you know what? I'm not even going to try because that would be a disappointment.
Some people say you're missing the buckles too. Would that add?
Yeah, I just said, yeah, we could do the buckles, but we're not going to. But yes. So we are going to, because you know how spider webs are sometimes kind of funky dunky colors. We're going to lay that down and let's get that off and let's get some. But yeah, there's a lot of extra dies in here. I'm not even using, you guys. There we go. And we're just going to die cut this really, really quick. Why'd you go outside? Because it's so freakishly hot in here.
No, I just had to get a drink.
Oh, we're going to lay that down and we're going to run that through.
Not alcohol. Just
yeah, right. I mean, don't like make people think you're drinking on the job here. Okay. So now what we have is we have a spider web. Now this might need, sometimes you can, that didn't work. Okay, let's get.
You can make a purple spider web or a green spider web. That might add some extra color.
Hologram. When in doubt, do hologram.
Yep.
Look at that. Now,
it looks sparkly.
I know, isn't that cool? So now we could like kind of like figure out, oh yeah, we're doing it this way. So we're just going to add a little tiny bit of our Happy Crafter glue if we have it here. So I just finished approving all of the dies for January HSN. I got the order and I was able to test all the dies today and they were all approved except one little stamp I wanted fixed. But other than that, it was perfect. How come I don't have any glue right here? Oh, that's awful. We don't want to use that. That's icky. Seriously, this little drawer is just not the best, you guys. I'm telling you. Oh, you know what? I usually have, oh, no. Kenny, I have 3 of these things. Where's the other one? There's 2 here. Where's the other one?
There's an empty one under here.
Okay, that's not it. There's one that has a glue in it. A Happy Crafter glue. Do you see any Happy Crafter glue anywhere? Poopy, 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 poopy. I know. I just, oh, right here. Would have bit me if it was any closer. Okay, so I like to open this sometimes. So we are going to do something a little tricky. I'm just going to dip. And so when I say dip, I mean, I'm just going to just dip the edges of this because I don't want glue on the whole enchilada, right? And then we're going to swing this around. Oh my gosh. Shush up. That is so dang cute. And we're going to add that right there. And, well, let's move it a little bit over. Don't worry, the glue dries clear, so you don't have to worry about anything. There we go. Press, press, press. Press, press, press. Hold it there for a second. Let it glue. Now, a lot of people will teach you to do your shaker cards and use liquid glue. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. Am I going to use liquid glue to put my foam, my adhesive, my little sequins in there? Because that turns very, very messy.
If you were to do the buckles, Stephanie, where would they go?
They go right here.
Right on the top.
So hang on, let me die cut one really quick. Here, you can put it anywhere you want. Yvette put it up here.
Yeah, so simple. Yeah.
But let me, where's the, here. Let me die cut one so you can see. I probably could do it. I just really wasn't thinking about it. So I'm running this through. And we need to do a chat contest because we're running out of time. So my chat contest for today, everybody can enter for a chance to win a $10 gift certificate to the website. The chat contest for today is going to be out of all the motifs, symbols, whatever, like which boots, or which cauldron or whatever it's called, a pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern, a scarecrow, a leaf. What is your favorite fall/Halloween skeleton, like, you know what I mean? Like symbol or I don't want to say art. Art. So is it a spider? Is it a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern, scarecrow? Because if you don't like Halloween, it can be scarecrow, leaves, and pumpkins, or squash, whatever. What is your favorite? Enter in the chat for a chance to win a gift certificate to our website. You can be brand new to Stamps of Life. You could be not even know who we are. You can still enter to win for a chance to win a gift certificate to our website. The more people that give us thumbs up and hearts and shares, the more prizes we give away. So right now we have almost 350 people. We have 348 people watching. If 300 of you give us a thumbs up or a heart or a share, we will give away 3 prizes. So for every 100 likes we get, we give away another prize. So please give us a thumbs up. You might, if you're watching on your phone, might have to hide the chat for a second to give us a thumbs up or a heart. Do that, then come back to the chat and answer for a chance to win. So now there are different ways you can do this. So your favorite motif for Halloween. So you could do it, I curved them opposite. So you could put it this way, which I really don't like it that way. You could do it this, I actually like it that way the best. You could do it this way, you know what I mean? Like you could do it that way, or you could do it this way. So they're the opposite. So it could go curl under or curl over. I kind of like the over. So it could technically go right there and right there. And I think we might even add that. Let's go ahead and add that. So let's get some skinnier tear tape and add that. So Kenny, what are some of the people saying?
Let's see.
Because I can't see it
I'll
anymore.
throw them up there on the screen too.
Okay.
We have a good variety. Everybody's thinking
goblin, monster, kids decorated for Halloween, anything.
We got a pumpkin from Janet, ghost from Chauncey, I think that Michelle says, black crow.
Ooh, yeah, that's one I didn't even say. Yep.
Marie says pumpkins, leaves, and ghosts.
Ooh, ghosts. I didn't even say that one.
Got
you guys are
pumpkin. Awesome. Stephanie says pumpkin and crows.
Gloria said black cats.
Carol says happy witch and pumpkins. Jeffrey says pumpkins. Barbara, pumpkins and leaves.
Ooh, love that.
Frank and Sharon, they're not big Halloween fans, but they like scarecrows. That qualifies.
I love that.
Fall.
That's perfect for fall.
Ghosts and pumpkins, says Susan. Karen says sunflowers and fall leaves.
Love that.
Another pumpkin for Stephanie Z. Cheryl L. Spiderweb. Brenda says witch. Crow says Sherry. Good variety, you guys.
I love that. I love that. So you guys, here we are. Here is our shaker. How easy was that? Yes, it was a little time consuming, more time consuming than Stephanie normally does, but it's seriously a work of art. Look at that. Look at that. So cute. So I added the little buckles and we're going to open that up. I can write the message. So I still have a place to write the message, turn it over, hug Stephanie. And that, my loves, is my cute little shaker card. Look at how well those the sequins move, you guys, because I added that powdered sugar. I always want to say powdered sugar. The powder, the sequins will move and they won't stick to the inside of that foam. So there you go. I love that. I think it turned out really great. Okay, so when you give me a chance, can you throw me the comments, please, babe? Couple announcements. Those of you that follow our Facebook page or even the official Stamps of Life fan page, make sure you go check out the link that I posted a couple days ago regarding the organized option. I don't know how many of you know or don't know that Ken, Stephanie, and Tiff are starting a new company. Nothing is changing at Stamps of Life. Nothing is changing at Stamps of Life. Ken and Stephanie will still own Stamps of Life and run it exactly the same way. The only difference is Ken, Stephanie, and Tiffany are starting a brand new company called the Organized Option. We want to make sure that you get in on the email list. So go to the official Facebook fan page for Stamps of Life. And there is a link that you can sign up to get on the email list. Make sure you get in on that. It was so funny. Tiffany texted me the other day. She's like, did you talk about the email list? And I'm like, yeah, why? She goes, because we got a ton of new signups. I'm like, hooray! Of course we did. Because people are smart. They know they want to be involved, right? So, ghost. I love it. Jack-o'-lantern, scarecrow. I love it. I love it. So we don't, we're still working. Those of you also in the Facebook fan page know that I was working on trying to get HSN to pick up one of the other colors of the fabric box. We're still working on that. It hasn't been decided if it's going to be purple or teal. I am trying. I am crossing my fingers that they take a little of both. I'm trying. I'm really, really, really trying. So we'll see. We'll see. It just really depends. It depends on numbers. It really does. So we'll see. But that is the hope. That is the prayer. That is the thought. Now, remember, this glitter paper, this glitter cardstock, this stuff's thick, has adhesive on the back. That means it's a special adhesive. I mean, a special scrap. That means it goes in the scrap that says black because it has adhesive on the back. Now, if it did not have adhesive on the back, like remember this hologram paper does not have adhesive on the back, it goes in with my big bunch of scraps and I put it in the neutrals because hologram's kind of neutral. Okay, so cute skeletons online. Absolutely. You know what? Funny thing is there's one done. It just didn't make it on the schedule this year. It's amazing how much Stephanie makes that doesn't make it onto the schedule. And you'd think it would because Stephanie pretty much owns the company, right? Well, I mean, I own it, but Kenny gets a little bit of say. Can you make a treat bag? Stephanie, there's the treat bags are on the HSN website. If they're still on there, I can make one. Maybe
You already did that a couple episodes ago.
I already did the treat box?
Yeah, there is.
Oh.
Wait, I'm sorry, treat bags. My mistake. Are you talking bags? You put that little topper?
I think she's talking about what I took on HSN.
Okay. The topper?
Yes.
Yes, we did a video for that.
Oh, I did a video on that, he said.
Should be in
the crafting corner?
I think one of the crafting corners. Yeah, we did it live.
Okay, we did it live, he said.
I think.
Okay, well, he'll have to check. If he's not right, then and it's still available.
Does anybody remember out there who watches these?
They know better than we do.
I know. They remember better than us.
Yeah, you guys have better memories than we do.
That's for sure.
Let's see. Oh, and see, look at big scrap. Goes in the scrap section. Now, for some reason, I cannot find any extra magnets right now. They are back in stock, but Stephanie needs to order more. Kenny is looking. He's trying to find it. So you guys are adding into the chat. Now is a very good time for you to ask me any questions you have that I hopefully can answer. Sometimes I can't answer.
Is there any other way to get on that email list that you're talking about besides Facebook or Instagram?
You can go to is it the organized option? Is that the official website? I don't know. I work on the website. I don't know what it is. I think it's the organized option. Kenny's going to look it up. The new company, I listed, Deborah, I listed a link saying make sure on the official Facebook fan page, just because on our fan page, is it? Okay, it's called the organizedoption.com. The organizedoption.com. And that is where you can sign up. So you don't even have to go to our Facebook page. You can just go directly to the website, theorganizedoption.com. How is my mom feeling? Teresa, very good question. Kim, you're so cute. Very good question. She's, as most of you know, she got COVID for the first time when they got back from their trip. They've been back a long time. I've not seen her since she's been back. I've seen my dad, not my mom. She is not even unpacked yet because she's so sick. So she called me, was it yesterday or the day before? Might have been the day before. I need to call her. But she's like, Stephanie, when is this going to end? I'm like, oh, Mom, it's going to be a while. So we had to cancel her birthday dinner. And now I don't know what's going to happen. So then we got rescheduled for Saturday. So we don't know. We don't know. Oh, yay. Ruth Debbie got signed up. Awesome. Are we ever going to bring back the Majestic Flippets? Yes, most definitely. Do we not have that out yet? Can you write that down, Kenny? Majestic Flippet. Just for kicks. Let me look. Flippets. Flip, flip, flip. Majestic. Okay, Kenny, do you have some winners for us?
Yes, we do have 2 winners tonight. Let's see. Here we are. Our first winner from YouTube, she likes leaves and pumpkins. It's Pam Brinks. And then our next winner, also from YouTube, we got a lot of YouTube viewers tonight, like scarecrows. and that is Donna Jill Roy. So congratulations to both of you. You are winners tonight. And that's exciting. How are they going to collect their prize?
You are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com, and she will get that out to you hopefully tomorrow. See, don't you hate when you have like a random hair? Info@thestampsoflife.com. Yes, she has her own email address, but nobody spells her name right. So just do info@thestampsoflife.com. Goes to the same email box. Okay. Any questions? Now is a very good time for you to ask me questions. Again, I will answer pretty much anything as long as it's not math related. How am I feeling? Debbie, fantastic. I feel great. Thank you for asking. I cannot believe 2 days ago I thought I was dying. Majestic was the first video. Oh, I missed it. She said it was the first video I ever did, or maybe the first video you ever saw. Oh gosh. Are the fabric boxes, you have the cardstock adhesive scraps on the website. The fabric boxes are on the website. The pink ones, yes. Will we restock the Creative Decks holders? No, that company's no longer in business. Oh, the wood ones, no. But the Heidi Swap ones, American Crafts is no longer in business, technically. The digital calendar is on the website. Debbie, the digital calendar is now on the website. I think it's listed number 1. So it's the digital 2026 calendar. I finished it, and I believe they put it on the website yesterday. So it's brand new, brand new. Woo! Ruth Debbie had to make 245 envelopes for thank you cards. And she used the wax seal with the heart. Oh, I love that. Any idea when the kangaroos will be back in stock? They ship them. So it's usually about 35 days on the water. So about 35 days estimation. Majestic is the Biggs dies. Oh, if it's a Biggs die, probably not. But Kenny wrote it down. Jeannie, though, HSN preview will be the Thursday before. Gail said, I made this card with you. Ah, Gail, I love that. Any sneak peeks for tomorrow? What's tomorrow? It's tomorrow the 20th?
The 19th.
Oh, tomorrow's the 19th.
20th is right after.
I don't have any. I'm sorry, love. I'm trying to think what it is. Oh, hang on. Let me look. Ooh, because I have my release schedule right here. Look, it's all color coded because Stephanie. Okay. This is something I need to talk to you about. Tomorrow night, we're releasing 2 die sets, 3 die sets total, but 2 of them, you're going to see them. They're similar. You're going to see that. Chastity, my love. How are you, my love? Chastity, she is fantastic. A little naughty, but fantastic. My dog. But Chastity, I still have not gotten my flight. Last time I looked, it was 1072. You can fly to China for cheaper than that. Okay, so let's see. Amy, email Faylene. So tomorrow night, we're releasing 2 die sets that are going to make sense, but not really going to make sense, but they are going to make sense, but they're not. And I just need you to trust me. Okay? Trust me. You're going to want them. There's more coming to make it make more sense. But because of a certain contract thing, it couldn't be released till next month, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about the specifics. The point being, I'm going to sell you the guts tomorrow night, but the outside body is going to be available next month. Chauncey says, I love your Flipit cards, but they only give to people in person because no one understands how to use them. I know, isn't that the truth? They all try to open them like a regular card. Any suggestions? You know what, Chauncey, in all honesty, once they open it and they play with it for a second, they're like, wait, this is kind of weird. They do usually figure it out within 15, 20 seconds. They usually really do. Shelly, you're going to want to go to theorganizedoption.com. All one word, theorganizedoption.com. But so tomorrow night, I know Sherry's all, now I'm scared. I know we're talking about Halloween, guts and body and all this weird stuff. Trust me, tomorrow night, 2 of the die sets, you will see a sneak peek in that video though. So watch the video. It's going to show you a sneak peek of the outside part. But because of a situation, I can't sell you that one until blah, blah, blah. Will there be a live release for the Fold It Club on Tuesday, Ken?
You're the one who does live release, so
I think there is.
bum.
Gloria, you need to be in charge of my calendar for me because you are so good about the schedule. I love that, Gloria. Thank you. I appreciate it because boom, right over my head. Yes, there will be a live release. Thank you, Gloria. Options. Yes, Kimberly, it has tons of options. Guts and bodies. I know. Okay, Karen, where did that all come from? Card guts. Yes, trust me. Just trust me on this one. Trust me on these. Okay, so if we are not on Facebook, how do we sign up for the emails? Bear Blue, you're going to go to the organizedoption.com. That has nothing to do with Facebook. That's our actual website, theorganizedoption.com. And you are going to, it's seriously, it's just a landing page. You're not going to see anything. I think Tiff, it was like 9 months ago, Tiff posted blah, 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 sign up for the email newsletter. So theorganizedoption.com. So Gloria, you know, I appreciate you so much. So my friends, any other questions before we go? So Debbie said, order both, at least one of them. At least do one of them. And you know why I'm saying that? You will be happy that you did when the other piece comes out. Do I know the HSN craft date? It is October 7th. October 7th. October 7th. Ooh, she's going to go on the beaches in Michigan. Fun. If I look at the back of your card, it looks like two cats facing each other. Oh, kind of does. It kind of does because it looks like that. Oh, hang on. You can't see. It looks like, oh, wait. I probably shouldn't show you that. It looks like two little kitty cats. See how they're kind of like, yeah, if you had just like a little head, because that looks like their little tails, it does. Okay, my friends, we need to get out of here. But tomorrow night, 2 die items. Watch the video. You will see a sneak peek. The rounded stitched inside pop-up die coming back in stock. Kitty, they are on order. They are on order, so it does take a while. Yes, Jennifer, you are right. Okay. Oh, Melissa's going to Disney to see Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. How exciting. How exciting. Okay, my friends, we need to get out of here. But thank you all so much. You guys have no idea how much I love you and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening or afternoon with us. We really appreciate it. Make sure you join, check out the website tomorrow night, but Monday for No Makeup Monday, and all that good stuff. Ruth Debbie's going to be in Malibu for 2 weeks. Are you coming to see me for the store day? Oh, the store day is not even, oh, Ruth Debbie, you didn't plan that correctly. Chauncey says, thanks, Stephanie. Maybe I will give them a little bit more time to figure them out before I show them. Chauncey, do it. Do it, love. Give them a little bit of extra time. Yeah, just like, kind of like, tell them it's a brain teaser. Tell them that. Tell them that. Tell them it's a brain teaser. Make them figure it out. Okay, you guys, I love you all so much. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Oh my goodness, I feel so much better today. Oh, have a great night and God bless you all. And I will see you Monday. Have a great weekend. And I will see you Monday for another episode of No Makeup Monday. Take care. Love you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching tonight. See you next